People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere. Era kati bwetuba tusimbudde emisinde waluka gatayinza kundeka. I also want to salute our comrades and welcome them back, Comrade Nubian Lee and Comrade Muada Nkonyenji from Umrah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Takbir! We used to tease Nubian. We used to call him Haj Ali because he used to be the devoted Muslim in our group in Firebase. So now the name has come to pass. The man is Ali and is Haj. Mumugende Kompona. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're supposed to be here with Mama Jolie Mugisha, the Deputy President for Western Uganda. But as you all know, the Lord decided to take her to be with him. We continue to pray for her, we continue to remember her, but most importantly, we continue to hold so dear the values that she held so passionate. And I hope all of us can uphold her legacy. Continue resting in peace, Mama Jolie. I also want to send condolences and heartfelt messages of solidarity to our brothers in the Anglican Church that lost the former Archbishop Sekade. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Meanwhile, the lawlessness continues, the impunity continues, the injustice continues, the shamelessness continues. While we are here, a short while ago, our brother, commonly known as Taps, received shocking news, which by extension was shocking news to all of us. His father was attacked and murdered in his house. Now all of you know Taps. Taps is a very, very radical activist. He speaks truth to power. He exposes the regime at every opportunity. He fights for freedom at every opportunity. Now following a very deep interview, an international interview that he did exposing the injustices and the atrocities meted on the people of Uganda by the Museveni regime, it is highly suspected that those that killed his father in cold blood wanted to get back to him, to get back at him. We know that one day all this will come to light and those that did it will face justice. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about only two things, maybe three. First, I want to add my voice on the many voices speaking about the plight of the political prisoners that have been held in prison for the longest time, some 4 approaching 5 years, and others years and several months. Now all of you know that these people were arrested and detained without any crime. We challenged the regime, we challenged the judicial system to expedite their prosecution. They didn't. No evidence was adduced, but they continued torturing these people in prison and intimidating them. All of you know that because our leadership is so reduced, you've seen irresponsible people speaking in the name of the government and bragging about, pressuring and coercing these prisoners to accept the crimes they never committed. You also Balaam, visiting prisons beyond visitation hours. Many times I myself went to prisons, Chitalia and Luzira, and they blocked me from seeing these prisoners. And yet, at hours, sometimes past midnight, sometimes on weekends, Balaam and other regime apologists were allowed access to these people. They constantly told us that they were being coerced, they were being intimidated, and others being promised lots of things if they lied on themselves if they accepted the crimes they did not commit. Ultimately, many of them accepted. Not all of them. There are still 9, including Machete, Kalanzi, and others that are still standing firm. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that we understand. I personally understand, and I believe most Ugandans understand. We understand these comrades. We know that they are so pressed from all angles, denied access from we, their leaders, who would give them confidence and hope, and yet pressured and coerced, using the prison officials and using those that are occupying government positions. I have a strong message to those our colleagues still in prison, that we are still standing with you. We do not criticize you for weakening, because we know what you're going through. We even understand people like Sanya, who are coerced and intimidated, that unless they come out and put on NRM t-shirts and start praising General Museveni, they won't get their freedom. We know that the things that they're being forced to do or say are not the things they believe in. So I want to encourage all of you not to see them in a negative light. Don't criticize them. Don't abuse them. Don't insult them. Give them love. Give them hope, because they need it. They have fought a good fight, and they are still fighting. Keep your arms open for them. I want to thank our team that has been looking after their families, paying school fees for their children. I want to thank you very heartily for not stopping. And we shall not stop. These people are innocent. These were just supporters. The regime is doing this to intimidate anybody else. But they don't know that they continue to expose themselves. As for us, we shall not give up. I also want to salute comrades like Machete, like Kalanzi, and many others who are still in prison, and they are still refusing to go by what Balama and Museveni are saying. Because they understand, we took time to explain to them, it is so dangerous for anybody to coerce you to accept and be convicted, not of any other crime, but terrorism. That means you are a terrorist. That means you are accepting a curse on yourself. This regime is so heartless. You cannot subject somebody's son or daughter to such a curse. They didn't. Supporting the opposition is not terrorism. If so, why didn't they arrest me? Because these people were supporting me and the National Unity Platform. Why don't you arrest me? Why don't you prosecute me for terrorism? That shows that you're just cowards. Anyway, we salute you, comrades. We are still with you, and we shall continue standing with you. Those that are still in prison, I would understand if you gave up. But again, I would hold you in so much honor if you didn't give up. Because at the end of the day, you can never defeat somebody that does not give up. Museveni has done everything. He's tried to weaken us. But the only thing that we have bigger than him is that we refuse to give up. So friends, wherever you are, refuse to give up. I also want to once again raise the plight of our missing people. Our people are still missing. The Chibalama family is still crying. The Kanata family is still crying. And 18 other families. Those people are still missing. Nobody has ever seen them. We want them. We continue to demand for them. Now this takes me to my next point, and that is the sanctions that were recently slapped on 4 police officers, namely Kagarura Bob, Muine Alex, Tracy J. Amdan, and Womanya Eli. These criminals in political in police uniform took part in the gross torture of Honorable Zake. And we told them we are going to come for you, whether when or when we are going to come for you. And here we are. But these are not the only culprits. Culprits are many. The main culprit is General Museveni, his son, and those hangers on. And we are going to go for them. It might take long, but it will happen. And when it happens, it will happen firmly. This is to remind all those that are in positions of power, especially the police and the military. Justice will come for you personally and your family, because these people are sanctioned with their families, not just them. So the long arm of justice will one day come for you. You do these things, but we won't forget. Justice will come for you, and be sure you will pay. You will pay for all the things that you're doing to the people of Uganda. Very finally, I want to remind the nation that as we promised, we are going to come to you in our next phase of the nationwide tour. We are still working out a few modalities, and we shall soon announce our schedule. So, be ready for us, comrade leaders. We are coming for you. We are coming to West Nile. We are coming to Masaka. Abe Masaka Tujja. We are coming to Kisoro. Atale Kisoro. Dana, tell the people of Kisoro, we are coming, and we are coming, all of us, with all of it. In the West, we are coming. Kasese, Kamama, we are coming. And even those in Kampala, we are coming. Abewa Kiso. Naja, Tujja. Naja Mugambe Tujja. So, muzikirize bino mbize mu Luganda.